Welcome back to the Weekly News Roundup. Today we're going to be covering Smart Tech and Sillyville in one action-packed episode because I didn't have enough articles of each one of them separately. But today we're going to start out in our Smart Tech. So LG has a new battery-powered face mask to make breathing effortless. Face masks last longer for up to 8 hours charge. One thing, though, they don't mention is that the mask is kind of like the N95 mask. It filters the air coming in, not necessarily the air going out, so it's not among the recommended type of masks. So this type of mask does not meet the requirements for what the CDC would want you to wear for a mask. I say wear it anyway, why not? Hey, if it's going to help you breathe and you want me to wear one, you'll never know because most people don't read or understand what's going on anyway, so... makes the logical choice. Maybe I'll have to pick me up one of these. But still, no, I'm not going to wear a muzzle over my mouth. Sorry. Not really into that. But anyway, what they did is they created a mask. It actually has a fan that's blowing air in, so it will force air in a little bit better, and it actually filters it through a HEPA filter. So it will actually be fairly clean. So definitely a good choice if you are... if you're upstairs laying on your back hanging insulation, definitely a good mask to wear. But because of the way it functions, it does not meet the requirements, to my understanding, as the type of mask they want you to wear. They want you to wear. So definitely interesting. Something to keep in mind. All right, this is a new smart lock. You can unlock it by touching it. Remember those touch lamps? Touch. You gotta always play with those. Your parents are like, stop it, Well, this is now you have a new smart lock that you unlock it by touching it. Like, what? How does this work? Well, that's kind of baffled me originally. So it actually works on the shortwave Bluetooth connectivity. So you have to have your phone with you with Bluetooth enabled. Guys, this is one of the biggest problems with all these new smart technologies coming out is that keeping Bluetooth enabled is very dangerous. Not only does it allow all of this location and tracking data, you keep your Bluetooth on walking through a CVS, they know exactly who you are, where you are in the store, and all this other stuff. If you've tied that to their app, oh man, they have a whole treasure trove on you. But of course, with all these types of things, you have to have Bluetooth turned on. You got to keep Bluetooth on. But if your phone is in your pocket and you come in close proximity to the door and you touch the lock, that's enough to unlock it. Definitely an interesting technology, but I have a very sneaky suspicion this is going to be a very rapidly hacked item. So can you imagine that the thieves are just walking around with like Bluetooth devices going, yay, this guy's got a smart house. Let's go up, touch the lock, open it up because they've hacked the lock on. Guys, don't be getting this stuff. It's neat. It's novel. It's only $329. Guys, if you want some type of keyless entry, go down to the local store they used to be, when I had my house out west, I had one. I think I paid $80 for it at the time. Wouldn't surprise me if they're cheaper now. Get yourself a keyless entry. You get a little passcode. You type the passcode in on your door, and you can get on in your house. All right? Whole lot cheaper. Not as easy to hack. No smart technology. No smart devices. You don't got to go up and touch. I got to unlock the door. Touch. That's so exciting, isn't it? And on to I think this is our last story in the smart tech section. Tesla, with all of its amazing smart cars, Tesla strikes again. So Tesla this Tesla driver had autopilot on, and he crashes into a cop car, but he's like, oh, I was watching a movie. People, this is why, number one, we do not need these type of driver assist tools. Number two, Tesla should be forced by a power of the law to change the name of this because they don't want to do it willingly. Autopilot means it can take care of itself. Driver assist does not mean that. And when you start turning on these types of features and you have the best driver assist out there, it induces laziness in the driver. And in inducing laziness in the driver, you're going to cause more accidents, especially since we know that Teslas love plowing into emergency vehicles and lane dividers. Two things it loves smashing into. And so police in North Carolina filed charges against the driver whose Tesla crashed into a police car early Wednesday morning. Raleigh CBS 17 television reports the driver admitted to officers that he had activated autopilot technology on his Model S and was watching a movie on his phone at the time of the crash. So here's another thing. When all these autonomous cars show up, when all these guys are doing these types of things, okay, when all this stuff happens, okay, then who is the one liable? Is it the owner of the vehicle or is it the company? Should they be suing Tesla as well for not doing a good enough job? I mean, remember all the old Tesla marketing? Hey, look, we don't even have to put our hands on the wheel. Which is exactly what they say not to do in their official safety guidelines to make it all legal. But at the same token, yeah, I don't know. So yeah, Tesla, there it goes, guys. We are absolutely, unequivocally crashing into things because of the amazing new smart technology. Well, before we get into the Sillyville section, if you're liking science fiction, I have a science fiction novel out. This is called Synaptergy. You can head on over to synaptergy.com or tlm.li/s. You can go ahead and read chapter 1, see if chapter 1 hooks you. If you like chapter 1, you might like the rest of the book. You can actually listen to the first 5 minutes of the book on SoundCloud. So that's over there. And if you want to get updates, we are going to be starting to write part 2 of the novel soon. You can sign in over here on the newsletter and we'll get you some information. And the where to buy button, this contains most of the places you can buy it. If you buy books online anywhere, it's probably going to be there. You can buy it directly from us at worldwarepress.com. And you can actually find it on Amazon. The Audible link there will get us our audiobook. We also have audiobooks on iTunes, Kobo, Barnes & Noble, and Google. And then there's print books and ebooks and other versions there as well. So with that, let's go ahead and dive on into the crazy news. And Sillyville today, the FDA gives us yet another announcement. I think we get one of these once a month. Please don't drink hand sanitizer, even if it's sold in beer cans. The article's also mentioning packets like there's even the things like the kids can get the like fruit mush packets, wherever they are. I don't know, they're not called fruit mush. That does not sound appetizing, but you drink them. Then there's other things, vodka bottles, I guess. Hand sanitizer is not necessarily it's not the most, I guess this is the most poisonous stuff. It's going to contain ethanol, but it's going to contain other alcohols as well that are not dangerous to have on your skin, but they're very dangerous to consume. But there's also some hand sanitizers. Got to watch out for all these hand sanitizers. Some of these contain methanol. You don't even want that on your skin. Methanol on your skin or ingesting it is going to cause blindness, if not death. So, why is that? Well, because when ethanol passes through the alcohol dehydrogenase in your gut lining, it produces formaldehyde. And you can imagine that drinking formaldehyde is not a good thing for your bodies. For some reason, it cross-links the protein in the eyes before it cross-links most other places. So don't drink methanol, don't drink hand sanitizers, even if it's in a cool new alcohol type thing. Don't do that. But yes, Americans are so stupid that we do indeed, we have a catalog. Hand sanitizer spray. These are things. Don't eat anything that's on this list, okay? They're hand sanitizers. They're not food. Fish are friends, not food, okay? And I know it's funny that we actually have to tell people that, but it happens to be the case. All right, Apple has a new store. They created a giant glowing floating orb. This is on the bayfront of Singapore. The Apple Store is floating in the water. It glows, and definitely interesting. So might be something worth seeing if you head on down there to Singapore. You can walk on in over here. You can walk on around the back side. It's right there on the bayfront. Look at this. This is awesome. It's totally cool. Totally weird, but totally cool, I gotta say. Nightline pictures. This is awesome. I like it, but it's weird. I'll grant you. But anyway, fun Sillyville type news. And on to our last Sillyville type news. There was apparently research done to indicate that if you happen to have Apple products in your profile pics on dating photos for your dating applications, then you'll actually have more matches than if you don't. The only other one I think they said was positive was, let's see, Only other positive impact was seen with Samsung with a 19% increase. So if you have Apple or Samsung, you're good. If you got Google, negative 10%. People are like, you use this Google. Ew. No. I've seen the selfish ledger. I don't want somebody with a Google phone. Sony, Huawei, Chinese hacker. Nothing says I'm a hacker in your online dating profile as a Huawei phone. But OnePlus was even worse. I don't know what's up with OnePlus. And then BlackBerry, they're like, dude, how old's this guy? Oh, BlackBerry? That's like so 2008. So yeah, apparently somebody took the time to do the research. I don't know why, but so if you are taking photos and you don't have an Apple phone or at least a Samsung phone, borrow one for somebody for your photo ops, for your online dating profiles. That would be awesome. That's what you need to do. All right, guys, that concludes our smart tech and our Sillyville section. If you have not already subscribed to any of the social media channels, go ahead and do that. I will post when we have the videos up there. We are on Twitter, Gab, Minds, Reddit, and we are switched to Linux on Fosstodon. Links for those are in the description and down below. Thanks for watching. Thank you for watching this video from Switched to Linux. This channel would not be possible without the backing of the program supporters scrolling on the screen now. You can be a supporter at Patreon at patreon.com/TOMM or at thinklifemedia.com. I also want to thank the open source community who creates such excellent software that makes producing this show possible. Please remember to support your software communities. Thank you, and I hope that you enjoy switching to Linux.